In this video, we're going to look at pricing of potential ads or leads. So I'm back on our client from before, International Reality Inc. And what I'm going to do next is create a new lead simply by clicking the little plus button down here and hit create. So just like we did before, you choose the publication, the type of ad, who's doing it, and who's the operator, and hit the create button. Let's, for starters, look at a fixed size ad. So what you do is down in the middle of the screen here, you choose what is the size of the ad. So this size here, say it's a half page and it's horizontal, and say it's a color ad. Then what you're going to do is choose a date. So say we go in here and put it in for the 1st of October. And you'll see that the system is now on the left-hand side down here calculated the price for me. So when I set up this dummy system here that we are looking at in the video, the standard price for a half page is $2,200, and you can see the color separation charge here is $450. So you can also see that if I change this off, then I get back to my basic price, and the moment I change that to color sep, I add in the charge for the color. Now, as I add more dates and say that I want this to repeat for another 2 months, so I go in here and repeat it for the following 2 months, you'll see that the system has now automatically taken the price, the $26.50 base price, multiplied that up by a total of 3 to give us the total price for the 3 insertions. Now say this is an agency booking, so say we need to give the agency the usual agency commission. You would, in this field here, the discount field, you would go in and choose agency commission. Say we want to give them, say, 10%, and all you do this, and the system will then subtract the 10%. You can also give other forms of discounts. So say that it's a friend of ours and we want to give him or her a bit of a discount on this particular ad. So say we're giving them $500 off the ad. You'll see the system again automatically subtracts the $500 from the price and multiplies it up for you. Now, the other way that you can price ads, and we'll just go back here, create a new one for the sake of creating a quick and simple example. So again, we'll choose the same publication as before, just to keep it consistent. And Jeremy will do this one here. The other way of doing it is going in to say, well, I simply know that this ad here is, say, 3 columns by, say, 15 centimeters. Now, the system will then have 2 choices depending on how you set the system up. It will either pick the total of 45 centimeters here and multiply by the standard rate that you set for this publication. Or you may recall from when we set up International Reality originally that there is actually an agreed rate with this particular advertiser. So going back here on their record, you will see that we've agreed with them an $11 columnar centimeter rate. So the way that that plays out is if we go back and look at the latest lead here that we just entered in, you see that if we've taken the 45 multiplied by 11, which is exactly $495. And just like before, when I put in a date, let's put in, say, 1st of October, and let's repeat this one here for, say, 6 months. So give us a bit of space time. You'll see again the system will multiply that up for you. Just like before, we can apply discounts, prepayment discounts, agency commissions, and so on and so forth. There is one last option. I don't recommend that you use it, but there are certain situations where you may need to, and it may or may not be enabled in the system that you're working in, but you are able to, in some cases, to actually give a price override and simply say, well, regardless of color, request section, and so on, we should have a fixed price, and you simply type in that, and as you will see, it just overrides everything else. The last thing that you need to consider is that in this section here, when we add different, if you will, features to the ad, it bumps up the price. And so say we add collar, we've defined in the system there's a fixed charge of $450 for collar charge. If we say the client wants to be in the first quarter of the publication, we've defined it as a 15% lift up for that, and so on and so forth. So basically the collar, the request section, and the request page can each be set up in your system to give a particular loading on the ad.